Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for F1 2016. So we're here for the penultimate episode of this series on this game, and yeah, it's gonna be a pretty sad farewell to F1 2016. I know once again I didn't do a lot of seasons, I just did 2 seasons, but with the arrival of F1 2017, I promise you there's gonna be a hell of a lot of videos. So we've got a sponsor bonus, 300 resource points, and that should help us a lot in terms of the upgrades on the car.
Hi, how are you today? The improved package has arrived. We're having it fitted in time for FP1. Have a look at the factory report.
So yeah, we got, forgot to tell you in the last episode that we got the chassis upgrade done, and pretty much we've maximized the upgrades on the chassis on this car. So we're pretty much done with all the upgrades. We still got one last upgrade, a downforce upgrade, which we're probably not going to be able to make because it's just this race and then Gas Marina and goodbye F1 2016. But I don't think we're gonna have we're gonna sum up I think it was 1,400 resource points in order to make that upgrade. I don't think we're gonna make that, but we just jumped onto the practice station, and it was a pretty mixed up practice station to say the least. Actually started with the track acclimatization test, and as you can see on our first lap, because of that mistake we got our red right here, which was really bad to see. We've actually failed to have a good result on the first lap, and we only managed to achieve the green result. So I had to have a second lap in order to have a purple result, and as you can see through here we are going to now through final corners up on the DRS. We'll get some consecutive purples, and that's going to help us to get just about the purple result. So that was a track actualization test for us. We've done pretty alright, and still wasn't really used to the track at all, because as I told you last time, after USA, I should say, or Japan, I don't really remember, I haven't played F1 2016 for quite a long time, and as you can see there on the time management test, 2 consecutive reds, and then we get a green. We started building some pace, controlling the tire a little bit, but in the first 2 laps it was just dreadful, and then I was just losing a lot of the traction there into that third corner. But as you can see, we finally got our first purple, and after that we've got 2 more consecutive purples. But unfortunately I just made the maths, I just did the maths, and even though we got a purple here, we couldn't make it and get the purple result just for 5 points. Like, those first 2 red ones just destroyed me completely. Even if we could have got a purple on our third lap and not a green, we would have made it. But when it was time for the qualifying pace test, we went pretty bad, as you expected. Actually not that bad. I mean, estimated position 5th in terms of qualifying is not that bad, but the next lap were just much worse. Like, the second one was like 5 tenths slower, and then we just gave up 3 seconds slower, made a mistake, and that was the third lap done, and the qualifying pace test with it done. So pretty mixed up feelings in this practice station, because I know I'm gonna have a huge improvement in the qualifying, because let's just be serious, we always improve in qualifying. So the track optimization test went perfect, but then the time management test, the first 3 laps were, the first 2 were bad, the third one was okay, we're getting used to this, and then the next 4 laps was just all purple. So pretty unlucky about that. But the qualifying pace test, I think 5th position is fine for an estimated qualifying position, but I think we can improve on that in the real qualifying pace test, actually, the qualifying session. So just get into this session. So here we are under the qualifying session. We currently start in P17, and this is gonna be our second lap, actually our first lap. Yeah, our first lap. What are we even talking about? This is our first lap on this station, and right now we are slower than our first bunker lap. Let's say 135. 135, which actually put us in the last position, but we're 3 tenths slower than our teammate, who's currently starting P1. And let's see if we can actually get some more time through those corners. This is one of my favorite corners here in Brazil. Like taking it, turning early and then pushing the throttle just about. You can even get a really strict corner cut if you run just a little bit wide. That would be really devastating to you. We're doing good in sector 1, but as you can see, we are currently gaining on our latest lap 3 tenths. It was for a moment it was 5 tenths, but it still is. Oh, fastest sector there by 4 tenths on Kevin Magnussen, and it's all going to be decided on the final turns, which you can't really improve on. There you can see a huge improvement on our last corner. Is it gonna be provisional pole? Yes, it is, and a really good lap from us, like 2.8 second improvement on our last lap, and we've done pretty well. We're currently in provisional pole position ahead of our teammate, but then all of a sudden, as I go in for a final lap, I see Ricciardo is ahead of me, so we'll see what we can do on this one. I think we've got time to set 2 laps, so I'm gonna try and finish this straight away from our first lap. Try to be faster than Ricciardo. We're already 5 tenths faster than our last lap, but see him. Oh God! For God's sake, Haryanto, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? He just destroyed us. He just destroyed us. We were fastest on the first sector, but then Haryanto out of nowhere just destroys us. That's it. But we've got 1 more lap. Let's see if we can do this. We don't really have the same improvement as the last one. Last time through here we were 5 tenths faster. This time we're just 2 tenths. Let's see if we're faster than Darren Ricciardo into the first sector. No, we're not. We're 2 tenths slower, and that really doesn't help at all. Unfortunately, coming through the final corner, as you can see, we are not improving on our last lap. Like, it's gonna be P2 for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Nice job. I was sad not to get pole position, and the reason to that is because I had the pace, and because I've got no excuses left, because now I've got the fastest car. But going to see the qualifying results, we see an unexpected Felipe Massa on P3. The Williams has been underperforming lately, so to see Felipe Massa on his I mean, he's in Brazil, so he's gonna get a good result, but P3 for the race tomorrow is a really good result for Felipe. Kevin is down into P5, just behind Max Verstappen, so a really good job from Kevin. We're starting from P2, let's get into the race and hope we're gonna have a good race. Would you believe it? Finally, my team radio said, "You've won the championship. Relax and enjoy the race." If you don't remember, guys, I've won the championship back in Japan. I could have told the same the last races, but apparently they tried to fight for the constructors. I don't know. Maybe won the constructors championship. I don't even know. Like, could even be decided into this race. You never know. But we're starting from P2 here in Brazil, and I really hope that we're gonna get a good start, lead the race, and just have a nice and easy race. That's. I just want to relax. Flying laps. Why do I say flying laps? No, we've got to do qualifying laps in order to be in the leads. But anyways, this is the strategy, and it's a pretty strange one. I mean, softs, then hards, then mediums, and then back to softs. Where's the logic? There's no logic. Why put a set of softs out of nowhere? I mean, we could have a safety car and then go mediums for till the end. And I mean, that's what I'm gonna go for. Even if we're not gonna have a safety car, I'm gonna try and go till the end on a set of mediums bar. We'll see how will that go, as we're now lined up for the start. It's now 5 lights, and it's gonna be lights on where we go. Pretty quick getaway there. The lights went off quite quickly, and into turn 1 we got the inside line, a pretty dirty line. Is Ricciardo gonna lose his position from Massa? No, he's not. But we've actually changed pretty much nothing, except for me being in P1, and Kevin actually got ahead of Max Verstappen. So that's something really good to see from Kevin, gaining a position already from the start. And now he's just gonna get through Massa as quickly as possible, and then begin the hunting for Dan Ricciardo and P2, so we could have a cheeky little 1-2 for Renault team. But it's lap 7 for anyone wondering, and we're doing just about fine. The guys behind me, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Magnussen, they've all pitted. And look at my tire wear, 86% behind on the rear tires, and 73 or something like that on the front one. So I extended my tire stint as much as possible, because I even had pace. Like, I was heading faster sectors till the previous lap. Like, it was going well. Yeah, we had a great pace, but now we've entered the pit stops, and I've done that just to have a slight chance to go till the end instead of medium. So now as we exit the pit stops, we're gonna be down into P9. But the bad news about that is that there's a huge train of cars ahead of us, and standing up with Pascal Werner, there I see, I think, Force Indias, Bottas, Toro Rosso, Gutierrez I saw. There's quite a lot of cars to overtake, so we're gonna start off with Pascal Wehrlein, and through this corner, as you can see, with the medium tires, we get off to a good exit, and we're gonna go around the outside of Pascal Wehrlein. Also, Valtteri Bottas, we made contact there, but I think we've got no damage, so we try to go for a cheeky move on Valtteri. We're gonna try and get a good exit there, get a good traction through the corner there. Lose the traction a little bit on 4th gear, but we're gonna be on the slipstreaming of Valtteri Bottas, go around the outside of him. Can the Mercedes engine help him any? Like, is he? Come on, is he? He's on the inside line, we're on around the outside, and we also get around the outside of Carl Sainz, but cut the corner there. That's not fair. We're gonna give the position back to Sainz, but cheekily there, Bottas is gonna try and get me back. He's gonna be on the inside line. Carlo is gonna be on the outside. We're gonna be in between them, 3 wide into this corner, and we're gonna get away with that very easily. I think we didn't even make any contact, so we're up into P6, no contact made. And God, that was a great battle there. I left the position. I returned the position to Sainz because I cut the corner, so that looked good because we got back the position. So Gutierrez now ahead of us. He started actually the race on a set of hards, and he still goes on. So it could be interesting to see how many laps will that set of hard tires last for Gutierrez, because it's about a strategy. Oh God damn it! I can't believe this. I can't believe this. We've knocked the front left template of our front wing. Is that gonna affect our pace? I don't know. Is that gonna bring understeer? It already brings understeer. It already freaking brings understeer, and that's gonna be Gutierrez getting back up ahead of us. We're gonna try and make the move straight away up the inside, but it was my mistake. I locked up, hit Hulkenberg on the back, but he was also pretty slow. Like, what am I meant to do there? I shouldn't have been so aggressive, but we're actually into the lead. Everybody has made a pit stop, except from Gutierrez, who still goes on that sort of hard tires on lap 12. So it's really interesting to see how many laps is Gutierrez going to survive on that set. So we'll see what are we gonna do with our strategy. Are we gonna make it on a set of hards? Are we gonna make it on a set of mediums? But by the looks of it, it's looking very good for us. We've actually survived 12 laps. It's actually 13 by the time we cross the line on that set of mediums. I'm gonna jump into the pit stops for a set of hard tires. It is going to be. So I was thinking about a set of mediums. I mean, like, it would be like 4 more laps to go, but it would be a little bit stressful. You could be a puncher. You never know. You never really know. But the bad news is we have to fix our front wing. Like, that makes our pit stop a 10.2 second pit stop. Is that gonna? Oh my god. We could exit behind the Red Bulls. I'm not even joking. We could. Oh my god. I think we exited behind the Red Bulls. Is that Dan Ricciardo? Daniel Ricciardo is behind Nico Hulkenberg, and he's actually ahead of us. I think it was even Max Verstappen ahead of us. Are we literally gonna not? Are we gonna lose this race just for that front wing? Because if it would have been like a 3-second pit stop, then we would have been ahead of those guys. But we're gonna try and get Ricciardo as soon as possible. Up the inside, make a little lock up there. Are we gonna get him? We're gonna go for the sweet spot move around the outside of Dan Ricciardo. Oh my god, I lost traction there. And that's even gonna give a position to Vettel. Out of nowhere, a Ferrari just comes out of nowhere. Is he even gonna make a move on Dan Ricciardo? That's gonna be insane from Sebastian if he's gonna make it stick. And he's actually gonna make it stick. Sebastian Vettel out of nowhere. He just made 2 moves, like, straight away. There comes Sebastian. He's just got me and Ricciardo, but it's time for me to get Ricciardo with my great traction there on that set of hards. But the mistake before was because the tires weren't still like that in the best temperature, so we lost the traction, and now we're gonna get through Vettel. And I think after that, the next couple of cars are slower. So even the Ferraris were slow, but yeah, I mean, like, they're easier to overtake. But Hulkenberg, once again, Nico Hulkenberg, what are you doing, mate? He just brake checked me again. This time was a brake check, the other time wasn't. But this time was a clear brake check. But we're gonna go get rid of him, like, around the outside. Get out of here, mate. Around the outside of Nico Hulkenberg, up into P4 we now are. And next up we're gonna get a move on Gutierrez. He actually tries to overtake Bottas. Oh, lock up! Can we get one of them? Come on! Oh god! Cut the corner again. I couldn't make a move, but oh my god, Vettel once again. He just gets I slow down to give the position back to Gutierrez, but then Vettel comes out of nowhere. We're gonna get him again. Like, get out of here, Sebastian. Like, I'm getting bored of that. Like, come on. But now Gutierrez, Bottas, and the car in front, which I don't really know who he is, but we got to get rid of Gutierrez right now. Up the inside, aggressive move, lock up through here, but we make the move stick up into P3, and now we got to get rid of Bottas. Was pretty slow onto this. Up the inside, probably. Oh, I think we didn't make any contact, but he's still on our inside line. I'm not gonna give the position back. Actually, he's gonna get me back. We're gonna stay behind him, get a great exit through that final corner, penultimate corner I should call it, and we're gonna try and get Valtteri Bottas with the help of the DRS. So let's try and get Bottas. Oh, he goes into the pit stops. I just realized he went into the pit stop, so that means by the looks of it, we've got 10 laps remaining. He made a huge front left lock up. A huge actually we've got 10 laps remaining. We're into the lead. I think the tires have got no problem. We just got to manage to beat the temperature of them so that we don't lose any more the traction of it. But Ricciardo, out of nowhere, on lap 30 with 6 laps remaining, he's on the tail of me, and he's actually gonna go down the inside of me. Up the inside goes Dan Ricciardo. Oh, he made the move sick. Come on, we gotta stick onto the slipstream. Stick onto the slipstream. We gotta go around the outside. Now I'm gonna change line. We make contact with Ricciardo. That was silly of me. that was silly of me. Like, I saw that the gap wasn't gonna be appropriate for a move on the outside, and I decided to get into the inside or get back into the racing line, but I made contact with the rear wing of Ricciardo. But all that just for Ricciardo, just to see that Ricciardo is gonna go into the pit stops. We could have even lost a huge part of our front wing. They have quite a lot of damage, but thank God we didn't. Ricciardo just jumped into the pit stop. That was like, there was no reason for that, but thank God everything went alright. It's gonna be a pretty crazy podium, as you can see. Raikkonen and Button have probably done the same strategy as me, and they're gonna be Raikkonen in P2 and the McLaren Honda into the podium. But what I'm gonna say, it was a really good race. Second position in qualifying and a win here in Brazil. So yeah, it was a really nice race to drive at. We weren't the fastest driver. The two Red Bulls, I gotta say, they were the faster ones, but apparently they've done the strategy. They've played the strategy completely wrong. They've done 3 pit stops. I actually saved my race because of the strategy and because of some risky moves there with the middle pack. And we've done 1 less pit stop. And it's great to see 2 of my favorite F1 drivers, Jensen Button and Kimi Raikkonen, in the same podium as me. And drivers tended to get a little bit shuffled up there with Kimi Raikkonen. You remember he was down into P7 back in the day. Now after 2 really good performances and 1 race remaining, he's up into P4. So really good by Kimi Raikkonen. Just overtook both my teammates, who's keep on doing terrible. I don't even know what's happened. I can't keep count of how unlucky he is or how bad of a driver he is, but I don't know what is going on with Kevin. Like, he has the best car and he still can perform. What can I possibly do to help him a little bit more? But Perez passes Vettel, Rosberg passes Fernando Alonso, and Massa and Button with a great performance. They actually are into the top 11. McLaren actually just overtook Sahara Force India with a podium of Jensen Button. So the podium of Jensen Button really helped out the team. And as for us, we are now 70 points ahead of Red Bull. And I believe that means that even if the 2 Red Bulls get a 1-2 and both the Renaults retire, they cannot get us, get in front of us. So we have the Constructors Championship, the champions, Constructors Championship. Renault team are the champions. But until the next video, I'm gonna see you next time. Like this one if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.